Page 13. Once in Royal David's City. I can hardly say that, huh? Common time of 4/4 time. It's got one flat in the key signature. We are in the key of F major. Make sure you can do the scale, the F major scale, at least one octave up and down. Let's cover this with notes and rhythms and fingering and all that stuff going on. They give you a chart up above. I don't use those charts. Just use the music. It's whatever the music needs. That's what we're going to do. You're starting out in the right hand with 1 and 2 here. That's you're in this position to start. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Third major thumb now. We just changed hand positions. And then it's a 3/4. We changed hand positions again. Isn't this cool? Second line is very similar to the first, if not identical. Third line, you have a rest, so you're going to stretch out a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and fourth finger. And then 5. Hold that quarter note down. And it's a 1/4 there on the F A, so it's second major here. Here, and here. I'm just sticking the thumb under here. Here, rest. And then a 3/4 or a 2/4, either one. I can either, to me, it's 2's right there. I just use it. Like so. Left hand. Well, start out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and... See, that natural sign on the half note would be good for the rest of the measure. So that if they want to be flat, which they do for the 8th note, they have to put in a flat sign. And then stretch down. They say stretch. Reach down. However you want to do it, just get down there. Try and connect it though to thumb and then cross over. Rest. Second line's the same. Third line, you're here. Not a lot going on here in the left hand. That's kind of nice because the right hand is busy enough for both hands. So really, put the hands together. Now here again, when you first put the hands together, you're just trying to get them to work. Don't worry about hesitating or all that. Just try and get the notes. You're here, start, and then here. Here, and then I'm going to reach down here and we use thumb in the right hand. Isn't that cool? No? I thought it was cool. And second line's the same way. Let's go to the third line. See, really this thing's 2 lines long. It's not that bad, huh? So you're here. Rest. 1 and 2. And again, I try and connect everything as best I can when I'm first doing this. Then you go back and you get rid of the hesitations. The beat needs to be a steady beat. It can be slow. This is not a fast piece anyway. It's more of a majestic piece. But get rid of the hesitations. Then we can add in the slurs. Now in the left hand, I suggest you connect everything as best you can except when there's a rest. Just connect it. In the right hand, you have the phrases. Lift up. It's not really a phrase, but you can do connect, rest. So lift up between here. Keep the left hand down. So it's like the... So I'm lifting up here, but I'm keeping that down. I want to connect it. Rest, so forth. So lift up in the right hand for the phrasing. Dynamics, that's to the melody. Soft. The left has to be very soft. It has to be in the background. I tend to get a little louder here. You got to get to know the piece and get into the piece and feel the dynamics, because you won't stay exactly soft. You're just in that area. You get a little louder and softer as you feel it. And the third line, you do come up to the melody, keep everything else in the background. I know the MF is printed in the music close to the bottom staff. That's because the words are in the way. It applies to the melody, so. Rest. So forth. So that's sort of the dynamics. Speed-wise, it's a majestic piece. let these curved lines underneath the notes in the right hand fool you. They're simply indicating when the singing, sometimes you have one syllable of a word or one word, you're singing the same thing in multiple notes. They're showing it in this music as slurs. Not all music does that. That's all it's for. It doesn't affect how you play it. What we're looking at is the phrase lines above it, the staff. That's what we're looking at. So don't get too confused on that. There's a DC at the end again to tell you if you want to go back to the beginning. That's what DC means. They didn't give a thin, thick bar line. I wish they would. At the end of a piece, that's the symbol for it. But the idea is they're going to sing these other verses that are at the bottom of the page, and you figure out which note goes with which word. Yeah. So, something like that. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. We're not trying to perform it. We're just checking to make sure we got the right notes and rhythms. Do it one hand at a time with me if you need to. It's fine. I'll give us 4 counts and let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. 3 and 4. 4. Rest. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Rest. Rest.